Welcome to our 16th Trader Chat. Today is the 7th of December 2011, and the first thing we need to do is run through our disclaimers. I need to remind you that all trading involves risk. Be aware of and accept this risk before trading, and certainly never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. You should also be aware that the past performance of any trading methodology is no guarantee of future results. And I'm making no representation in this Trader Chat that any account will achieve profits or losses similar to those discussed. You should also be aware that all results should be considered to be hypothetical unless otherwise specified. Hypothetical performance results have many inherent limitations and, unlike an actual performance record, do not represent actual trading. We're speaking about our live analysis system today, which of course performs hypothetical trading, so that's particularly important in regard to today's webinar. A quick overview of NetViewer, the software we use to broadcast our Trader Chat. First of all, the best way to ask questions is to type a message into the chat window that you'll find in your NetViewer control panel at the far right of your screen. If you cannot hear me, you should slide the speaker slider to the right in the VoIP tray of your NetViewer control panel, because the NetViewer audio for some reason is separate to your system audio. If you'd like to speak to me, right-click and a bubble will appear. Also indicate that you'd like to speak in the chat window, because many people right-click accidentally. Speaking of which, please be careful of mouse clicks, because a left click of your mouse in the NetViewer window displays a brightly colored pointer with your name attached to it. It's very useful if you're trying to point something out. It is quite distracting if you're not, so please try to avoid that. A few other sort of housekeeping matters to deal with. The first thing is that our online workshops are proceeding, and our intermediate workshops start in January 2012. Send us an email to workshops@sentienttrader.com and book a place in your intermediate workshops if you'd like to. We strongly believe that the more knowledge you have, the more profitable you will be, and workshops have proved to be the best way for people to learn how to use Sentient Trader in a really short space of time. So those are the workshops. They are Saturday workshops, 5-hour sessions. We take a few breaks, of course, so send us an email today. Then we have another exciting announcement today. We're announcing the start of a mentorship scheme. We've had many people contact us saying, are there people who use Sentient Trader in their region or close to them, or who speak their language, that we could recommend that they speak to, who could help to mentor them with getting started with Sentient Trader and understanding how to use the software. We have started a sort of an informal mentor scheme previously, but we are going to formalize that, and so we are calling all mentors. If you are a Hurst cycle evangelist, you're somebody who believes in Hurst cycles and believes, of course, in Sentient Trader, then please let us know. Send us an email at info@sentienttrader.com. Let us know you would be interested in being a mentor and helping newcomers to Sentient Trader learn how to use the software, and helping them get on the right path towards successful use of Sentient Trader. So please send us an email, and we'll be in touch with everybody soon about our mentorship scheme. We're quite excited about it. We have already many people out there who are simply because of their enthusiasm for Sentient Trader have been providing mentorship for several people already. And we'd like to formalize it, and we'd like to reward our mentors for the work that they're doing on our behalf. So please let us know if you'd be interested in being a mentor. The other thing is that, of course, our Hurst trading signals, our beta testing is underway. We have started beta testing. We started with only a few beta testers, and we are adding new beta testers constantly over the next short period of time. If you would like to be beta testing our Hurst trading signals and you are not already, then please send us an email to info@hurstsignals.com. Okay, the Hurst trading signals are all delivered via the internet, via a browser, so you don't need any special computer requirements or any special software to start beta testing and looking at Hurst trading signals. All you need is an internet browser. You can do it. You can do it on a mobile phone nowadays. You just need an internet browser, and you can start taking a look at Hurst trading signals. So send us an email if you would be interested, and are not doing that already. There's the email address, info@hurstsignals.com. Right, today we are going to be speaking about the live analysis system yet again. We've had the past two trader chats have been about the live analysis system. We've had an extremely positive response to it. Last week's trader chat, I didn't even get to talk about what I really wanted to talk about with regard to the live analysis system, which was to walk through a trade, and that was because we had so many questions, which is of course fantastic. So we're picking up where we left off last week, and we're going to be looking mainly at the trading chart, and I'm going to be speaking about what the trading chart is doing, and how it makes its trading decisions, and what the trading decision process is, because that's in some ways the final sort of piece of the puzzle that we haven't spoken about yet. So that's what we're going to be doing today. As we move to, let me just clear this. Let me tell you that today's trader chat is going to be a little briefer than usual. My health isn't perfect today. The doctor sent me home yesterday with bronchitis and said, whatever you do, don't get out of bed for a week. So here I am doing trader chat, but it's going to be a slightly briefer trader chat. So let's take a look. If at any time you have any questions, please pop your question into the chat window, and I'll do my best to answer them. Here is, of course, perhaps the most exciting chart of the live analysis system, although according to the viewing statistics, the 1 minute chart only slightly beats the daily chart, which is actually quite good, because it means that people know that you need to start by looking at a long-term picture. So they are looking at the trading chart, and they're also looking at the long-term picture. So I'm going to be speaking mostly about this chart today, and I'm really just going to be trying to provide you with some kind of an ongoing commentary about what Sentient Trader is actually doing, and what all these lines are, and all that kind of thing. Okay, so what is Sentient Trader doing? Well, first of all, of course, this is a candlestick chart. Each one of these candlesticks, each one of these bars represents 1 minute's worth of trading data. This chart updates its analysis every minute. When a minute's worth of trading completes and the minute ticks over into a new minute, Sentient Trader updates the analysis, and it makes trading decisions, and so on. You can see historical trades plotted on the chart with these arrows and lines, and the format, if I scroll down a little bit, the format of that is a green arrow represents a buying point, and a red circle represents an exit from a long trade. A red arrow represents a selling, a short entry point, and a green circle represents an exit from a short trade. So if we have a look at the trades that are presented on the chart now, let's just see how far back it's going. This is going back to, you'll notice that every minute my browser refreshes. That's so that we can get the latest picture. The information on the server only, in fact, updates every 3 minutes because of the server load and various other things, and we wanted to avoid having piggyback trading occurring on the chart, because we don't want to expose people to the risks of trading a system that that we're not in control of. So we only update the chart every 3 minutes on our server to discourage people becoming over enthusiastic and trying to trade something that they don't understand. which would be dangerous. This chart goes back about 2 hours. It goes back to midday. The time zone is the time zone where our offices are, where I'm sitting at the moment in central Italy. And so the time zone is Central European time. And you can see the left-hand edge of the chart goes back to about 12 noon today. And the most recent bar is about, well, in fact, we can see where it was. The most recent bar was 9 minutes past 2. If you have a look at the top left of the chart, the last price received was 133.702, and that was received at 2:09 and 1 second p.m. And the analysis was performed at that point, 2:09 p.m., and of course it was uploaded to our server. And so let's have a look at the historical trades. You can see there was a short trade starting right at the left. A profitable trade is indicated by a green line, and a losing or break-even trade is represented by a green line. So if you have a look at the trades that you can see on the chart, you can see there was a profitable trade from 12 o'clock until about what time is that? Oops, that panel has just slid over, blocking my view of it. From about 12 o'clock to 12:30 was that a profitable short trade. Then Sentient Trader entered a long trade. It was a short-lived long trade, but it was a profitable trade. And then over here, of course, there was a short trade. And in fact, let me turn on my whiteboard. That way you can see where I'm talking, what I'm talking about as I'm talking about it. Right, so here there was a short trade, which was a losing trade, or possibly a break-even trade. Here Sentient Trader entered a long trade, which was a losing trade again. It entered another long trade, another losing trade. Here it entered a long trade, which turned out to be a very profitable trade, as you can see, with this green line coming all the way up to there. So Sentient Trader entered at this point, and it exited at that point. And Sentient Trader went short over here and exited over there. So it was a losing trade, and then it went short over here, a nice profitable trade, and it is now just reversed again and is in a long trade. So the great thing about watching the live analysis system is it gives you an insight into what Sentient Trader is doing. You can watch it updating its analysis constantly, and then make trading decisions based upon that analysis. So let me just talk quickly about the analysis. Of course, when we speak about the analysis, although we're looking at the 1 minute chart, it's very important when you look at any cyclic analysis that you start with the big picture. What is the big picture? The big picture is seen on the daily chart. So let's take a look at our daily chart. Here is the daily chart. This is the analysis that Sentient Trader is working with on the live analysis system.